Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgot why you were there? Or maybe you've struggled to recall a name you know was on the tip of your tongue. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, I've had days where I swear my brain feels like it's wrapped in a cozy blanket, nice and relaxed, but maybe too relaxed, right? Well, what if I told you that just 10 minutes a day could help sharpen your focus, lift that mental fog, and even give your memory a little boost? No complicated gadgets, no expensive supplements, just simple, relaxing activities that feel like a mini vacation for your mind. That's exactly what we're talking about today, the 10-minute brain spa. Think of it as a daily tune-up for your brain, designed to help you feel clearer, calmer, and more in control. And the best part? You can do it all from your favorite chair. So, let's dive into the first two activities. These are perfect for mornings, afternoons, whenever you need a quick reset. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing these all along. Let's start with activity number 1, the 4-4-8 breathing technique. Now, I know what you might be thinking, breathing? Really? I've been breathing my whole life. But stick with me. This isn't just any breathing. This is like a massage for your nervous system, and it works wonders for clearing mental clutter. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you'd like, and inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for another 4 seconds, and then exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. That's it. Repeat this for just 2 to 3 minutes. Why does this matter? Well, when we're stressed, even a little bit, our brains get flooded with cortisol, that pesky stress hormone. Over time, that can fog up our thinking. But deep, rhythmic breathing tells your body, hey, it's safe to relax now. It sends fresh oxygen to your brain, which helps sharpen your focus and even strengthens those memory pathways. One of our viewers, Margaret, told me she does this while waiting for her morning coffee to brew. She says it's turned her grumpy mornings into her favorite part of the day. And guess what? Her daughter noticed she's been remembering birthdays and anniversaries lately. Now that's a win. Now, let's move to activity number 2, the happy place visualization. This one's like a mini mental vacation, no passport required. Close your eyes and picture a place where you feel completely at peace. Maybe it's a sunny beach, a cozy cabin in the woods, or even your childhood backyard. Spend 3 to 4 minutes imagining the details, the sounds, the smells, the way the air feels on your skin. If your mind wanders, and it will, that's normal, just gently bring it back to that happy place. You might be wondering, how does daydreaming help my brain? Well, studies show that visualization isn't just relaxing, it actually stimulates the same parts of your brain as doing the activity in real life. It's like a workout for your imagination, which keeps your mind agile. Plus, reducing stress through visualization can help protect your brain from age-related decline. My friend Jim does this while soaking his feet in warm water every evening. He swears it's the reason he finally started beating his grandkids at chess again. And honestly, I believe him. Now, before we move on, I want you to try one of these with me right now. Let's do the 4-4-8 breathing together. Ready? Sit back, relax your shoulders. There. How do you feel? A little lighter? A little clearer? That's your brain saying thank you. Now, imagine doing this every day, giving your mind that same little gift. Over time, those minutes add up. You'll notice you're quicker on your feet in conversations, less frustrated by forgetfulness, and honestly, you'll just feel lighter. But we're just getting started. There's one more activity in our brain spa routine that's perfect for unwinding at the end of the day. It's simple, it's soothing, and it might even remind you of something you loved doing as a kid. For now, though, give these first 2 activities a try today. Maybe pair the breathing with your morning tea, or sneak in a visualization break while your laundry's in the dryer. Small moments matter. And remember, this isn't about perfection. If you only do one of these, or if you forget a day, that's okay. What matters is showing up for yourself, even just a little. your brain, and the people who love you will thank you for it. Remember how I mentioned that third activity might remind you of something you loved as a kid? Well, here it is, activity number 3, mindful doodling. Now, before you say, "I'm no artist," trust me, this isn't about creating a masterpiece. It's about letting your hand wander freely, like you did when you'd scribble in the margins of your school notebooks. Grab a pen, a crayon, or even a stick from the garden, whatever feels good in your hand. For the next 3 to 4 minutes, just let your hand move across the paper. Draw loops, zigzags, tiny flowers, or abstract shapes. No rules, no pressure. If your mind starts to chatter, "Is this right? Am I doing it wrong?" Gently bring your focus back to the sensation of the pen gliding on the paper. You might be thinking, "How does doodling help my brain?" Well, research shows that this kind of free-form drawing activates the creative centers of your brain while calming the areas linked to stress. It's like a bridge between relaxation and focus, and that balance is gold for memory retention. Plus, the repetitive motion is almost meditative. Take Ruth, one of our subscribers. She started doodling while waiting for her grandkids' soccer practice to end. At first, she felt silly, until she realized she'd stopped forgetting where she parked her car. Now she keeps a doodle diary and flips through it whenever she needs a laugh or a mental reset. Here's the secret: when you doodle mindfully, you're giving your brain a chance to process information in the background, almost like defragmenting a computer. It's why so many people have aha moments while washing dishes or folding laundry. Your brain works magic when it's just relaxed enough. Now, let's try it together. Grab a piece of paper, a napkin works, too, and let's spend 60 seconds doodling. Don't overthink it. Just move your hand. Ready? Go. See? Nothing fancy. But don't you feel a little more present? That's your brain soaking up the calm. Now, here's how to tie all 3 activities into your 10-minute brain spa. Maybe start your day with the 4-4-8 breathing while your coffee brews. Then, later in the afternoon, take a happy place break, maybe while your favorite show is on mute during commercials. And end your evening with a few minutes of doodling as you wind down. 10 minutes total, split up or all at once. But let's be real, life gets busy. Some days, you might only have time for one activity. That's okay. Even one of these can make a difference. The key is consistency, not perfection. Maybe you're thinking, what if I get distracted? Oh, you will. Distractions are part of being human. The magic isn't in avoiding them, it's in gently guiding yourself back. Think of it like training a puppy. You wouldn't yell at a puppy for wandering off, right? You'd patiently bring it back. Your mind deserves the same kindness. And if you're worried about doing it wrong, remember, there's no wrong way to relax. Margaret from part 1? She accidentally started humming show tunes during her breathing exercises, and now it's her favorite part of the routine. Whatever works for you is perfect. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. Can 10 minutes really change anything? I get it. But here's the thing, your brain is like a garden. You don't plant a seed today and expect a tree tomorrow. But with a little daily care, watering, sunlight, patience, you'll start to see sprouts. Then leaves. Then blossoms. That's what these small moments add up to, a healthier, happier mind. And isn't that worth 10 minutes a day? Now, imagine combining these habits with a few tiny tweaks to your daily routine. Maybe adjusting how you talk to yourself, or finding moments of gratitude in the mundane. Those are the kinds of steps that turn a brain spa into a lifestyle, one that keeps you sharp, calm, and ready to savor every moment. Stick around, and we'll talk about how to make these habits stick, and what to do when life tries to throw you off track. Because you're worth every minute of this. You know, when I first started practicing these brain spa habits, I'll admit, I didn't always stick with them. Some days, I'd forget entirely. Other days, I'd think, what's the point? I'm too old to change. But then I met someone who changed my mind. Her name was Helen. She's 82, a retired teacher, and she'd been using these techniques for 6 months when she wrote to me. She said, "I used to lose my keys every single morning. Now, I not only remember where they are, I've started learning Spanish again, hola." Host chuckles. Helen's story isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even when it feels small. And that's what I want to share with you today, how to make these habits stick without stressing about doing it right. Let's start with the simplest trick: pair your brain spa with something you already do. For example, do your 4-4-8 breathing while waiting for the toaster to pop. Practice visualization while soaking in the tub. Doodle during phone calls with your sister. By tying these activities to existing routines, they become automatic, no willpower required. One viewer, Frank, told me he doodles during his nightly crossword puzzle. He said it primes his brain to focus. And you know what? He's onto something. Our brains love patterns. The more you link these activities to moments you already enjoy, the easier they'll feel. But what about the days when you're just tired? Maybe your arthritis is acting up, or the grandkids wore you out. On those days, shorten the time. 2 minutes of breathing? Good enough. 30 seconds of doodling? Still counts. The goal isn't to hit 10 minutes every day, it's to show up in some way. Progress, not perfection. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, self-doubt. Maybe you'll think, is this really working, or I'm too far gone to improve? Let me tell you, your brain is always capable of growing. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, but I call it hope. Every time you choose to do one of these activities, you're strengthening new neural pathways. It's like building a bridge, one plank at a time. Take Helen again. She told me that for the first 2 weeks, she felt silly doodling. But she kept going. Then one day, she realized she'd remembered all her groceries without a list. That's when it clicked for her. So if you're feeling discouraged, give yourself permission to be a beginner. Every expert was once a novice, even Helen. Another tip, celebrate the tiny wins. Did you remember a neighbor's name today? Jot it down. Did you finish a crossword without frustration? Do a little victory dance. These moments add up. And over time, they'll remind you just how far you've come. And if you miss a day or a week, be kind to yourself. Guilt is a terrible motivator. Instead, try saying, okay, today's a new day. Let's try again. That's what Jim from Part 2 does. He told me he once forgot to visualize for a whole month. But instead of quitting, he started again the next morning. Now, he's back to beating his grandkids at chess and cribbage. Here's my challenge to you. Grab a notebook, it could be an old grocery list, a napkin, anything, and write down one small win you noticed this week. Maybe it's recalling a childhood friend's phone number. Or finally remembering where you left the remote. Winks. Those wins are proof that your efforts matter. And if you're feeling stuck, come back to this video. Leave a comment telling me how it's going. Or share your own tips. This community is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Before we wrap up, let's take a deep breath together. Ready? Inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. Models the breath. There. That's your brain saying, thank you. Remember, aging isn't about decline, it's about refinement. You've spent decades gathering wisdom, stories, and strength. Now, it's time to give your brain the same care you've given your heart all these years. 10 minutes a day. That's all it takes to stay sharp, stay calm, and stay you. So go on, try it. Doodle while the kettle boils. Breathe through the morning news. Dream up that happy place while you're waiting in line. You've got nothing to lose, and a clearer, brighter mind to gain. If this video inspired you, share it with a friend who could use a brain spa. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tips on thriving after 60. Because you're not just aging, you're leveling up. Here's to your health, your joy, and the incredible power of 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.